Hi, I'm John Rhodes from Narcissisms.com, and in this video I'll discuss narcissist grandiosity and how it shows itself in their day-to-day lives. Grandiosity is a key element to most narcissist personalities. It's where the narcissist feels vastly superior for no apparent reason. In day-to-day life, narcissists hide most of their grandiosity, particularly with people they're not close to, but they can't hide it indefinitely, so it pops out in different ways. In this video, I'll discuss my observations of narcissist grandiosity and how it shows itself in day-to-day life. Conversations. Narcissists often display grandiosity through their conversational style, and that style is overwhelming. Narcissists are utterly fascinated with the words they say and assume everyone else is too. So they dominate conversations by doing most of the talking and steer them to their favourite topics, which is usually themselves. Narcissists don't like listening to conversations because everyone is beneath them and they have little to offer, so it's their duty to dominate the conversation because they have such a wealth of knowledge to share. Narcissists seem blissfully unaware that people don't care about the minute details of their day or the things only they're interested in. In their mind, they're highly important and everyone hangs on their every word. Hero to victim. Many narcissists play the victim to gain attention and favours, but at the same time, they can't resist letting out their grandiosity, so you get a contradiction of words and actions. The narcissist might cry poverty one minute, then show off their new designer jacket the next. They may boast about how well they've got their life together, implying they're superior to you, then expect you to help them with their problems. Narcissists flip between hero and victim to get the best out of both worlds, but beneath it all, they know who's number one. Narcissists expect everyone to focus on them. As I know you're aware, narcissists focus on themselves most of the time, but on top of this, they expect others to share this enthusiasm. Narcissists demand superhuman levels of consideration from others, despite not giving a damn about anyone else. And they don't see the hypocrisy, because they believe they're vastly more important. There's many ways I've seen narcissists expect fanatical focus from people in their life. A favourite is when they have a problem, and rather than share it, they expect everyone to read their mind and know. The narcissist usually gets offended when no one recognises their plight and may kick up a fuss, complaining that no one cares, even though all they had to do was tell people. This is because the narcissist is frustrated that people aren't constantly thinking about them, like they think of themselves, so they kick up a storm to force it to happen. Narcissists are never wrong. Narcissists are so grandiose they don't believe they're ever wrong, which of course is unrealistic, so the narcissist has to force it. They deny any mistakes they make, engage in illogical circular arguments when losing a debate, and pass the buck, even when they're clearly at fault. Leisure time. When it comes to a night out, narcissists aren't satisfied with going to a local bar, especially if it's their birthday. They must travel miles to some swanky place and drag as many people as possible. Narcissists are all about appearance, so to look popular, they invite half the world and pressure them to attend. Narcissists attach value to inconveniencing people, and the greater inconvenience they cause to the greater number of people, the more important they feel. So they invite as many people as possible to travel as far as they can, just to feel important. Some narcissists take this to extremes and expect everyone to travel abroad just for their birthday bash. Narcissists are also grandiose about day trips and aren't content walking in their local park. They must travel miles to do the same thing. Narcissists don't do leisure activities for the sake of them. They're a statement of how great they are, both to themselves and to others, so they make them difficult and complicated just to appease their own grandiosity. Judge and jury. Narcissist grandiosity is illustrated by their belief that they're the sole custodians of right and wrong, and their judgment is final. Narcissists believe they have the right to punish people because they're the arbiters of truth and justice, so what they say goes. Narcissists don't consider that other people also think they're right, and there's many different points of view. In the narcissist's mind, they're right, and that's all there is to it. Suckered by their own grandiosity. Narcissists are often suckered by their own grandiosity and pay over the odds for certain products and services. If a credit card is billed as platinum, then the narcissist must have it. They may upgrade to VIP memberships even though they don't need them, just to assert their grandiosity. The narcissist might be sweet-talked into buying a new car they can't afford, or a home that stretches them to breaking point, all to appear more successful than they are. Perceptive salespeople often twig onto the narcissist's grandiosity and take advantage of it by telling them that their product or service is for important people like them, and the narcissist is sold. Risk-taking. Narcissists believe they're on hype so much they feel the universe owes them and they're destined for greatness, despite doing nothing of note. This causes the narcissist to take unnecessary risks in the firm belief they're blessed with good fortune. The narcissist may neglect their health because they've inherited a superior body, or they may gamble more than they can afford in the belief they're destined for a big win. This grandiosity causes many narcissists to struggle functioning in the real world, because when you keep rolling a dice, bad things will happen, and the narcissist rarely learns from their mistakes because they find someone else to blame. Narcissist paranoia. At its extreme, narcissist grandiosity can leak into paranoia, and they may become concerned that the government or other important agencies are spying on them or out to get them. The narcissist believes they're so important it stands to reason that these high-profile agencies are focused on them, even though they lead a relatively normal life. Over time, these thoughts can ramp up, and their paranoia can descend into delusional thinking, increasing their detachment from the real world. Conspiracy theories. Narcissist grandiosity may lead them to believe conspiracy theories, which may be a result of their paranoia and delusional thinking, but also a consequence of the conspiracy clubs that target grandiose thinkers. You may have noticed that many conspiracy followers congratulate themselves on being woke and talk about the lesser sheeple as if they're inferior. The top conspiracy theorists make a good living and lure in disciples by telling them they're superior for having the special knowledge they bestow, and many narcissists lap this up and use it as proof that they're better than anyone else. Scams. Narcissists sometimes fall for scams because of their grandiosity. For instance, they may fall for foreign dating scams where someone half their age wants to marry them, but first they need money. The grandiose narcissist never questions its validity because in their mind they're so wonderful, so of course a model half their age wants to be with them. Who wouldn't? So they part with their cash in the belief that their magnificence is finally being recognised, never considering it might be a con, until it's too late.